Krishna or Vishnu is the supreme and all the devatas are subordinate to Krishna, if this is the fact, then why do we find in the Puranas, in many, many places, the description of some devata as the supreme? If we read Linga Purana will tell Shiva is supreme. If you read Skanda Purana, it will say Subramanya or Skanda is supreme. If you read some other Purana, it will say Ganesha is supreme. Some other Purana, Kali Purana, if you read, it will say Kali or Durga Devi is supreme. Why this confusion? Why can't the Veda simply say Vishnu is the supreme? That is explained in the Padma Purana, which states Vyamohaya characharasya jagatastete Puranaagamas tam eva devatam paramikam jalpantu kalpavadi siddhante tu punar ekah eva Bhagavan Vishnu. In the Shastras, in the Vedas, when it is mentioned in the Puranas, in the Vedas and the Puranas, when it is mentioned, tam eva devatam paramikam jalpantu kalpavadhi. So the Padma Purana is mentioning that in the various Puranas and Agamas, when it is mentioned that the devata, some particular devata is supreme, devatam paramikam, when it is mentioned, actually the purpose is Vyamohaya characharasya jagataha. The purpose is to bewilder all the entire conditioned souls in the world. Chara, achara, both the living entities who are moving as well as the non-moving living entities. That means it includes all classes of categories of jivas, whether it is plants, trees, bees, birds, aquatics, humans, demigods, everything is covered when we say chara, achara. Vyamohaya, to bewilder the conditioned souls, the different Puranas and Agamas, they propagate some particular devata as a supreme. But Siddhante punar eka eva Bhagavan Vishnu samastagama vyapareshu vivechana vyatikaram niteshu nischiyate. But on the other hand, samasta agama, if we take all the Vedic scriptures and samasta agama vyapareshu vivechana vyatikaram, if we do an intense analysis, if we study the samasta Vedas, samasta agama means samasta entire Vedas, if we take all the Puranas, Upanishads, everything we take, and then we do vivechana vyatikaram, we do an intensive analytical, complete, deep analytical study. Then Siddhante, what is the conclusion we'll come to? The only conclusion, eka eva Siddhante, the only conclusion that you can come to is Bhagavan Vishnu. Bhagavan is Vishnu. Niteshu nischiyate. This is the conclusion, only conclusion that we can arrive at. Although the Puranas, in certain portions, they describe some particular devata as the supreme, it does not end there. We have to take the Vedas in totality and then we have to analyze. And if we do that, then we can realize that actually the Vedas are all pointing out that Vishnu, Krishna is the supreme. To give an example of this, Srila Jiva Goswami quotes a couple of verses from different Puranas. He quotes one verse from the Skanda Purana, which states that samsare asmin mahaghore janma mrityu samakule. In this mahaghora samsara, in this terrible material world, which is janma mrityu samakule, which is an ocean of repeated birth and death. Pujanam Vasudevasya, by rendering devotional service to Vasudeva, Krishna, what happens is that Tarakam Vadibihi Spritam. It becomes the source of our crossing over, Tarana. Taraka means to cross over the ocean of birth and death. Tarakam Vadibihi Smritam. Pujanam Vasudevasya, devotional service to Vishnu, to Krishna, it can help us to cross over this ocean of birth and death. And this is accepted by Vadibihi, by all classes of philosophers, this is accepted. This is the version of the Skanda Purana. There is another verse which appears in 3 Puranas. It appears in the Skanda Purana, it appears in the Linga Purana, and it appears in the Padma Purana, which states, Alodya Sarva Shastrani Vicharya cha Punah Punaha Idamekam Sunishpannam Dheya Narayana Sada. The verse states that Alodya Sarva Shastrani, which is similar to what the Padma Purana has said. Alodya Sarva Shastrani. Alodya means intense study. Sarva Shastrani, the entire Vedas, Puranas, Itihasas, the Vedanta Sutras, the Upanishads, you study everything deeply. Alodya, in depth, you study the Sarva Shastrani, the entire Vedic scriptures you study. And don't stop there. Vicharya cha punah punaha. Again and again, you dwell upon what is the meaning of what the Shastras are saying. Vicharya. You constantly think over, you dwell over, you meditate upon what the Shastras are saying. You not only deeply study, you also contemplate on what the Shastras are saying. And when you study like this, the entire Vedas, the Puranas are stating, Alodya Sarva Shastrani Vicharya cha punah punaha idam ekam sunishpannam. There is only one proper conclusion that you can come to. Idam ekam sunishpannam. What is that proper conclusion? Single proper conclusion that you can come to. There is no other conclusion you can achieve. There is only one conclusion you can come to. What is that? Dhyeyaha Narayana Sada. One must always remember the lotus feet of Narayana. We can see in this manner that even the Linga Purana, even the Skanda Purana, all these Puranas also, there is a description of the supremacy of Vishnu or Krishna. Sometimes it is stated directly, many times it is stated indirectly. Even though they are speaking, even though they may promote some particular Devata as a supreme, but still somewhere indirectly or directly they also mention that Vishnu or Krishna is the supreme. It is not that the Vedas are not giving the proper conclusion. They are giving the proper conclusion. But then what to do? The Jivas have so many material desires. They have so much karma, so many lusty desires. They want to enjoy so much amount of sense gratification. And therefore, to facilitate that, the Shastras give them description of particular Devata as a supreme so that they develop firm faith in that Devata. This is described by Krishna himself in the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, Yo yo yam yam tanum shraddhayarchitum ichchati tasya tasyachalam shraddham vidadamyaham. Krishna says, whatever form of Devata a Jiva wants to worship because he wants to achieve a certain sense gratificatory desire by worshipping that particular Devata, to that person, achala shraddha, unshakable faith that this Devata is the supreme. This Devata, if I worship, all my desires can be fulfilled. This unshakable faith in the devotee of a Devata is given in his heart by, not by the Devata, by Krishna himself. Vidadamyaham, Krishna says. Tasya tasya achalam shraddham vidadamyaham. Actually, Krishna is Paramatma seated in the heart of the Jiva. He knows this Jiva has got this kind of desire. He wants to enjoy this kind of sense gratification. So therefore, Paramatma, what he does, he gives him unshakable faith in a particular Devata. That is why sometimes we go and when we talk about Krishna, when we talk about Bhagavad Gita to some person who is a great devotee of Lord Shiva or Lord Ganesha or some other Devata like that, no matter how much ever references you give from the Bhagavad Gita, from the Vedas, from the Upanishads, that person will say, no, according to me, Shiva is the supreme. According to me, Surya is the supreme. According to me, Ganesha is supreme. He will not accept any logic, any argument, any reference from the scriptures you give. He has got unshakable faith in that particular Devata. If only we had such unshakable faith in Krishna or Vishnu, we would have gone back to Godhead by now. So such unshakable faith in that Devata is given to him. By whom? By the Paramatma sitting in the heart of that devotee. So that he can go around trying to satisfy his sense gratificatory desires.